Hello everyone, and thanks for hanging out with me. Today my review with the Ford Mustang Mach-E all-wheel drive extended range. So again, the data, car has 97 kilowatt hours battery, usable energy is 88 kilowatt hours, has 351 horsepower, all-wheel drive like I said. WLTP range is 540 kilometers, can charge with peak 150 DC and 11 kilowatt AC. 0 to 100, 5.8 kilometers an hour, top speed limited to 180. I'm charging right now, and so you can check out the charging video and my 130 kilometers an hour range video that I did with this car. So subscribe, always cool. And I want to show you the car a bit. First, let's look at the trunk. We should have the opening with gesture. Yes, it works. And of course there's a tiny button here to open it, and this is to close, but this also works to close. The trunk is a good size, and down here you have even more storage. What do we have here? We have a 12 volt outlet here and a light here. That's it. Yeah, get this sound. Can you hear it? No, it's very quiet. Famously, it has those buttons to open up the doors. Open up. This is to open it inside. Window opening. Window, of course. You have pockets here and pockets down here. This is hard plastic. This is nice and soft for your armrest. Might check it away. And you have an armrest in the middle. We have USB-A and USB-C down here and air vents. On the top you have two lights. One up here, can you even see with the thing, and on the other side here as well. Check out the front. In the front you have your normal window controls, you have memory seats, you have your light controls here, and your seat controls down here. Here you can open the front. Let's go inside. Steering wheel, we have here the normal cruise control buttons. Here you can turn off lane assist. And here you have your voice control, music, next song, and your phone, horn in the middle. And it works pretty nice. The screen in the middle, you get nice animation, and it will beep now, I'm guessing. Yes. And you have no value. I'm charging right now. I'm at 36%, 154 kilometers. I just did my range test. It doesn't show me at what kilowatt I'm charging. You cannot see that anywhere. That's a new trip, it already reset. And this infotainment system is pretty cool. You have your normal volume here, and here's to mute and on off your music. And you have your auto settings here. Put it to like this, and here you can see all your settings, and you can turn on heat and AC extra. I love that. I like that a lot. And you can go away. And this is your trip meter. You have 3 different trips. Those 2 you can reset. This is always reset when you start driving, and you can see what was your main use. So here, for example, 96% were driving, 3% climate, and then accessories, and how my green how I was eco driving, and 74% yeah for acceleration, 99% for deceleration. You have Android Auto up here, and it doesn't do anything if you have it full screen and not screen. It's the same. These are just the buttons down here, your favorites that you can change a bit, and they show you, for example, your last trip, or you can go to navigation or Bluetooth audio or your phone. That's done pretty well, and then you can go back to Android Auto here. That's really nice. And then up here you have a bit of more of a menu that you can look around, and then up here you have your settings. You can have 3 different drive modes. Whisper, Active, Untamed is the full power. Active, I'm guessing, is like normal, and Whisper is a bit of an eco. and you have one pedal driving you can turn on. You can have your e-sound on if you want that. Driver assist can be changed, auto hold, and the cruise control can be normal, adaptive, normal cruise control, so without the adaptiveness, no distance, or intelligent cruise control, where it takes the speed that it sees from the traffic signs and changes the speed accordingly. That's very cool that you can do that. We have lane keep assist, so you can have settings for that. So it's a lot of settings, and very, very nice. I like it a lot. What's also cool, in the map, you have elevation in here. That was cool, and in the instrument cluster you can see then the range, the kilometers, the speed of course, and also your navigation, temperature and everything. It's done really well. I like it a lot. Here in the middle we have your gear selector, handbrake. The parking brake does not engage when you go in P, and does not disengage unless you start driving. So if you are in D and the parking brake stays on until you press the accelerator button or you do it yourself. Down here we have a 12-volt outlet and more storage, and down there we have USB-A and USB-C, and I think you can have wireless charging for those two phones. And this pocket is really nice. The seats were good. I was just driving 260 kilometers. Really good. Not so much side support, but very comfy. The steering wheel is very soft. It's so nice. I like that. Goes down. Not so big, but it's okay. And then let's look at the front. So you push this twice. Go around the car, because I'm charging, so I can't do it that well. And then you just open, and then you have this beautiful front with individual pockets. Done really well, and a lot of space. Impressed. And this is all-wheel drive. Awesome. Oh, you're closed. Yeah, the charge port is also cool, that you have, you just open it from this side. You have an indicator that shows you where your state of charge is, and then you have a little plastic thingy to open for CCS. Normally it's type 2. Done very well. I was charging now, and the charging video will come. It started with 155 kilowatt, but it went down to 112 very, very fast. Let's check the space. Seating position is good, a bit high, but it's good. A lot of headroom, I would say this much. Steering wheel can be adjusted in, out, up, down, and I need it all the way out and up for me. And I can see the instrument cluster very well with my size, 180 centimeters. Gear change here in the middle. The armrest is really nice and soft, and the door as well. So the height of the armrests of both is perfect for me. And I don't think you can adjust this. No, you cannot. But good seat position. The seats are comfy and nice, but not good side support. Now let's check out the rear seats. Seat is adjusted to my height. I have this much leg room. My feet are good. It could be a bit more. So the seat is all the way down. Could be a bit more. Headroom, I have this much. Again, with the middle armrest and the armrest, it's a bit lower than in the front, but it's still good. I have the baby door thing on. Same as Björn. Come on. I don't even know where to do that. And the door is... Oh. I have to get in the front somehow. I can do it. Where is that button to do that? This? Can't even turn it off? No, I can't. Long press. I can't turn it on off and on if I'm in here? What the hell is this? Now let's drive the Mach-e a bit. Here is the key. We have lock, unlock, and then twice press for the front and twice press for the trunk to open. Normal key, as you know, press the brake and start. Doesn't take long. Get a little sound. And then we have a state of charge, we have battery, temperature, I see my car and sensors if parking and the speed, and here I can see what gear I am and that the handbrake is in, and one person is sitting here. I have one pedal driving on, I can see that. And you can see this here as well. I have Android Auto here now, but let's go to trip. Can I reset this? No, I can never reset the trip. I cannot. This goes on all the time, and this trip cannot be done. But let's drive. Have a little reverse sound. Turning circle is not that amazing, but it's an all-wheel drive car. Backup camera, 360-degree camera is awesome. Let's drive a bit and see how it is. What if we go to navigation? Can see that a bit. Yeah, you have a sound that you can have on for driving, propulsion sound. Nobody needs that. Turn that off. Sound system is really good. Very impressed. Sounds great. The bass doesn't sound artificial. I like it. I think I'm now in Untamed. Yes, I am. I'll drive a bit. That wasn't full power. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, because the lane assist is on. Yeah, lane assist, there's a button here on the steering wheel. Press it once, then it says press to turn off, and then I turn it off. Ha! Lane assist sucks. Yeah, we'll go off the next exit, then we go a bit country and city, and then go up the next exit, and then we go highway, top speed, acceleration and everything. Yeah, it drives really comfortable. The seats are comfortable. Like I said, no side support at all. Steering wheel is so nice and soft. The steering itself on the highway is amazing. I have to see how it is in the city, because I think it's not good, because when I was on the highway and then went off in corners to get off the highway, it didn't feel good. I have to see. Turn down the heat a bit. 20 degrees. I can turn off the heat. There's an extra button. It's off anyways. Perfect. I love that there's a button for me to turn off the heat. That is awesome. And here we have the navigation. The auto zoom is not amazing for the navigation, but it drives very comfortable and very quiet. Amazingly quiet. It is here in the corner. Go a bit faster into this corner. I have to anyways, because this light is never very long. The brakes are very sensitive. When you step a bit on the brake, it's oh my god. When you're coming from the ID3, where it is the opposite, there's almost nothing when you press lightly on the ID3. I like the middle one, so this is too sensitive to direct the brake, and in ID3 it's too loose. I can turn off cruise control here, just one button and it's on. That's awesome. And then you set your speed. For example, now put it to 90, and one click up and down is 1 km/h difference, and when you stay on it, it goes 10, goes on. And then of course you have your distance button. Let's do distance on 3. 15 degrees now, cool. 93% at 417 kilometers of range. So it didn't adapt to my driving because I was doing 130 kilometers a range test where I had 300 kilometers. Turning off the cruise control in the middle of button, and then resuming, you press it again. But let's turn it off. Go off here. Yeah, regen is very strong and comes in not very sensitive. So when you need a bit of regen and then less, so if you want to adjust the regen with a bit of acceleration pedal, yeah, and the steering is also not amazing in very strong corners. It feels like it doesn't know if it should be soft or harder. That's weird. Yeah, it's really weird. Steering on a highway was amazing. Here in the city now, it's not a big problem, but it's not nice. And regen, like I said, the adjusting is not very smooth. So sometimes there is it is somewhere where it's even though I'm just gearing off a tiny bit more, it's more braking force than I thought it would have. Something's vibrating. It's the phone. It's the phone. I like this phone holder here. And one pedal driving means you don't have creep, even though you have auto hold off. Yeah, in the city, also nice. Like I said, the steering is the down part here, because it feels like it's very hard now, even at 40 kilometers an hour. And then when I have to steer, it tries to make it less hard, but it doesn't do it. I don't know. Totally weird. And when you have one pedal driving active, because of the creep, what you get is when you have to go into a parking or into a garage or something, that it stops, and then you have to accelerate a bit, and then it just accelerates too much. So you have to be very sensitive. It's a bit unsmooth for that. We should turn it off and see how it is without that. Where was that? One pedal drive. How it is now. Do I still have regen? You have this good amount of regen. Auto ambient light selection. Woohoo! I won't see that since I'm driving during the day. I'm gonna go here to the right and see how the regen is. What? Still awesome. Still strong regen. But no, less than when you are at 40 kilometers an hour, yes, then you have to brake, and then the brake is very sensitive. Huh, interesting. But accelerate a bit, 350 horsepower. Yeah, feels good, good power. It's not overwhelming, but it's good amount of power. All-wheel drive is always nice. I will try 0 to 100 kilometers an hour here. It's not scientific, it's not perfect. Nobody here. Let's stop. 3, 2, 1, full. Ooh, yes. And 105 is the one we need. That's good. Feels good. Feels really good. I like it. That was good power. Already used 4%. Yeah, we're going on a highway, do top speed, see how it handles there. We have 70 here. Slow down. Yeah, the speedometer is pretty off. So normally you have 3, or Tesla has 1 kilometers an hour too much that you see on the speedometer versus GPS speed. Here it's 6, and the top speed even 7. Top speed is 180, so we should see 187. The speed limit sign recognition is good. Works really well. It doesn't bug me. The car doesn't bug me at all with anything. That's awesome. I like that. That's what I need. I don't want any weird things. And one thing it did that's interesting. So when you have ignition on and you open the door, it warns you with a beep. Hey, the door is open, and you have the ignition on. And the worst thing, if you continue, get out of the car and close the door, then it honks twice. What I also have seen is that there is a auto walk away and it will unlock, lock, but you cannot lock it on the door somehow. So with the button is always opening the door, and so you have to do it with the key if you don't use that. But let's go. Woohoo! 140, 150, 160. Yeah, feels good. Even at 160, very stable. And also still quiet at 160. The suspension is a tiny bit bumpy, so it jumps a bit. So when you go over a bump, you can feel a few jumps after that. That's not the most amazing thing, but it's not too hard, not too soft other than that. Come on, let's go. Ooh, the collision warning because I'm so close. Nice warning, works. Like that, what I did, huh? I was a mean panda here, driving too close. Let's see, 170, 180, and 187. It's a bit jumpy now. The steering is not amazing. I wouldn't go that speed for a long time. Nah. So you can see it's the edge of what it was constructed for, and that's okay. Totally fine. But at 160 even, or 150, then it feels very stable, very nice. It's a good drive. The steering could be better, but the steering wheel itself feels amazing. Seat heater was good, I used that. Let's go back. The acceleration is great even at that speed. Even at 150 when you accelerate, it's good power. Yeah, the blinker noise is also not too loud. And you have the convenient indicator where it just does it 3 times. Yeah, regen from a bit to nothing, it comes in very unsmooth. So when you have the foot on the accelerator pedal a bit and then you take it off because it's just the only thing you can do because it's just a bit, then the regen kicks in a bit hard. Honestly, one of the quietest car I ever driven. So nice. We try the cruise control again here. Do it on 80 and have the distance and all is fine. Yeah, I can totally recommend this car. Nice driving feel. I like when a car is comfortable but not too soft, when it's right in the middle. Yeah, you should test it, drive it and see if this is your thing. Check out the charging video and the 130 kilometers an hour video if you want to. So subscribe. As always, I would appreciate if you want to support me via Patreon or channel membership here on YouTube. And I have merch. I really appreciate it. And the people that are here, thank you so much. It's the people that already do it, that's what I meant. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it and it helps a lot. And I hope I provide something special for them. They always get more info, more data, and more pictures, and know what's coming up, and so on. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.